All right, well, now I'm back. This is a spot for those of you that remember a few years back, spot Midwest Whitetail theme, the Skinny Pinch. This is a very similar spot to that, and that's why I thought this was going to be the spot. However, I was wrong. So this spot basically is between two giant swamps. They're about, give or take, 100 yards across on each side of this strip of land. And so I don't know, the strip's probably about 50, 60 yards wide or so. And the deer coming out of the bedding going to the food pretty much have to come through this strip. And I find that they do, most of them. The problem I had is I set up, and I don't know if you can see it behind me, but I have a stand right behind me here. I set up a stand here, and this is also where I'd cut my trail through for access. One of the problems here is I don't have great access, and so with the tractor, this is my only option to get through this water with the topography here and get up to plant my 4-acre food plot on the top, my destination plot. So put this trail in through a trail camera, and what I found was the deer were not taking this trail anymore. In the beginning, the first year this trail was put in, they used it. And then I started hunting here for the last couple years and found that the deer were just skirting this trail. They were skirting the camera. I never had a picture of the buck I shot last year on this camera. I came in here to hunt them. I had a photo of them on a different camera in a different spot, just basically showing them coming into the property. That was all I knew. I came in, decided to hunt this stand with the right conditions, thinking, okay, well, if he's bedding where I think he is, he's going to come through here. And he did come through here, but same thing. He skirted into the thicker stuff where I couldn't shoot him. It was probably realistically 35, 40 yards. I'm not taking that shot. Definitely not with brush and stuff in the way. And I've passed that shot before on some big deer. So I saw him going toward the food, and I thought, okay, well, I got to come back. I got to try and capitalize on this. I know his route now, and I think I know where he's going. So I came back that next day. I took this trail in, went past the stand I hunted from the night before. I did see some deer that previous night, just nothing big other than him skirting the trail. So I went up to that stand that I had on the edge of the field where I had the corn that you see in the video. And from the previous photo I had of him, I noticed that, he had what looked like a break on one side. And it was a break, or just didn't grow from when he was in velvet. And that bothered me. And so I said, oh, well, I probably need to pass this deer. I didn't quite realize probably how big he was. And so that first night when I saw him, I had made that decision in advance that I wasn't going to shoot him. And came back, played the footage, talked to some buddies, said, listen, I'm pretty certain this deer's, 6 years old in that range. What do I do here? And they said, you're nuts. You've got to shoot him. And I knew that I was wrong because I had that sick feeling in my stomach. So I ended up, as you know, if you watch the video, killing him that next night in the same spot, same stand, which I know, highly unlikely. You would never think it. I didn't think it either. I just felt like I had to go back and redeem myself, and it was worth a chance at that point. And I got lucky. So that really is the main story. Now, this deer the year before was a clean 12, and I had one of his sheds, and I never thought that he was going to grow into what he did with the junk. It was just kind of a weird deal, but that's pretty much the story with that buck. And I will tell you that there's another one in here that I'm planning to hunt this year. I have no photos of him yet. I'm assuming he's around, that I purposely didn't hunt last year. And I'm hoping he's around because he should be a real decent deer. So getting the cameras up now, and we'll see what we're working with here shortly in the next couple of weeks. I can't wait to get out. Just trying to get this last minute stuff done. My date, everybody talks about staying out. Pretty much for me, 2 to 3 weeks before the season opens in Illinois here, which is October 1st. So we'll see how it goes. We don't have the acorn crop we had last year. I don't know what that's going to do. Last year was an exceptional mid-October. So see how it goes, and we should have more intel here shortly.